No. Hey, this is the commercial.
Do you want some glasses? Do you want some glasses? Because today's show is brought to you by Warby Parker. Please visit warbyparker.com for your next pair of glasses. Well, what am I trying to say? Basically, I ordered some glasses from warbyparker.com. They came in the mail. It's hecka cheap. And then I tried them on. I got to pick which glasses I liked. And then I get to, it's like $100 for prescription sunglasses. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm fuxing with.
Prescription sunglasses, which you don't have.
So that I can see hot babes in the sun when they're playing beach volleyball.
What's the name of it, Moshe?
It's Warby Parker. WARBYPARKER. warbyparker.com. Go to warbyparker.com.
But explain to them what it is. It's basically
it's a website where you go on there, you pick like 5 different frames. They send you the frames. You try them all on. You decide this is the one that I like. You send it back to them with your prescription information, and then they just send you a new pair of glasses, and it's $100 for the glasses, and it's very, very easy.
And I'm guessing the reason it works is because there's a shitload of variety.
Yeah, there's tons of variety. There's tons of different styles. I got these cool kind of aviator situations and these old 60s looking ones. Go to warbyparker.com, order home to order some try-ons, and then ultimately pick one for your final purchase. Here's the promo code. It's the Champs. That'll be easy to remember, and that will get you free 2-day expedited shipping on your purchased glasses. So you go in there, you type in the Champs. You don't even have to pay for shipping. It's pretty easy. This code is good for, like I said, shipping, and it's for glasses, sunglasses, prescription sunglasses, whatever it is that you need.
Warby Parker.
warbyparker.com.
The reason I ask is because, like, otherwise, how do you normally order glasses? You just go to
you
a
go
store.
to an optometrist. You try them on. It's an arduous process, and they're super expensive. These are super cheap. So
$100.
Yeah, it's $100. That's the deal. warbyparker.com, and then type in the Champs. We love y'all, and we want you to see. So see that
All
shit.
we want is for you to see things. Bye. Enjoy this episode. Hi, you guys.
Now that is Neal's singing debut on the Champs podcast.
Hi, it's Neal. I have no dates because, I'm going to be in Montreal.
Holy smokes. I'm going to be in Montreal, too. So perhaps if you live in Montreal, you can look out for a live Champs podcast. That's not confirmed, but it might happen.
No. Don't go crazy with this.
It could happen. I got some stuff coming up. I'm going to be at the Hollywood, Florida Improv. I will be at the Improv in Hollywood / Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
That is an improv that is run by Native Americans.
Very nice.
You wanted some inside information about that? My girlfriend is one of them. Lives off the casino.
Maybe that's how I got the gig.
You don't know that you didn't.
So come through. Let us talk about the decimation of the Native American. And then coming up, I got a bunch of fun stuff, new dates and stuff, so go to moshekasher.com. Also, if you want a Champs t-shirt, go to bluecollardistro.com/thechamps and get yourself a t-shirt. And let's begin the episode.
A dude had one at a show the other day. I don't remember where I was. I think it was in D.C.
Somebody had one.
At a Champs show.
Yeah. I went to
Philly.
London. P.S., folks, listeners, I was in London, England. I spent 8 hours in a immigration lockdown cell. It was not a fun experience.
Did you really?
I did indeed.
Why?
Because I was opening for Aziz, and apparently his plan for me was to lie to customs. But I did not know that. It was just that I should intuit that I should lie to customs. So I went to customs and said, I have a gig tonight. And they were like, well, we are going to put you in jail. And but the point of the story is I went on stage and I mentioned the podcast. Hundreds of people, maybe. Well, definitely dozens. Cheered loudly in London, and it was it just made my
Did it
heart,
make your shit sore?
It made my heart sore, not my shit. I was very happy. So, Champs, we love you. Thank you for fucking with us.
Karrine, you want to promote anything?
No, not at all.
All right, so we're about to begin.
That was like a fucking no further questions, Your Honor.
Listen, guys,
the defense rests.
We are going to begin this episode of The Champs. Thank you for fucking with us. We love you.
Now you're fucking with the Champs.
And we're back. I mean, listen, it's the Champs podcast. You know us. You love us. It's Neal Brennan. Say hi, Neal.
Yeah.
That's Neal. I'm Moshe. We sound similar. We think differently. And we are
very differently.
very differently. And we are very excited to have our guest back. We had some, listen, you may have noticed.
Back. We say back. All right. Now, you know how you heard the Alan Hughes episode and you shat on us, and I think appropriately.
I agree. We couldn't defend ourselves.
One of my favorite tweets was it sounded like you guys were calling from 3 different payphones. That one made me laugh.
I got a straight up impassioned plea like, yo, I love the podcast, but you're killing me. I need you to change what you're doing. It was like a mom coming and trying to do an intervention on her drug-addicted kid. So that one was very intense.
What we say to that is, get the fuck away from us.
You don't know me.
You don't know. Fuck. Oh, did you set this up?
You don't know what we've been through. But listen, look, guys, we're doing this for free out of the kindness of our hearts. We can't even put a donate button on our website, which may or may not exist, because Neal has established himself as too rich of a character for us to get paid. Look, I need the money.
Neal Brennan, the character, is rich. Neal Brennan, the man, is check to check.
You know, NBC.
Yeah.
But listen, we had some audio issues. You may have noticed we've had them before.
Yeah, so Alan Hughes, that's a great episode. Fuck you, that's a great episode.
Good episode.
Great.
I'm not saying good to correct you.
No.
I'm saying that was quite an episode.
Yeah. And the same day, we recorded our guest today, Karrine.
And it was a wonderful episode, but then
it was a wonderful episode, but it sounded like 3 different payphones.
We could tell by that point, because we had released the Alan Hughes episode, that you bitch-ass motherfuckers wasn't going to be able to take the realness, the gritty realness of our audio. So we decided
to bring this nice young woman back
on the podcast.
We brought her back.
We have brought her back.
She is here today. She's got the talons.
We are very
She's
excited.
got the talon nails that for the last year and a half, 2 years has been very hot.
She is a hip-hop impresario. She is an author, a New York Times bestselling author. She is a real personality.
What was the name of your book?
Which one? I have 5.
The first one.
Which one? I have 5.
And 3 of them are New York Times bestsellers.
All right.
Well, we said the New York Times bestseller.
I know, but he's asking, like, which one? Like, I don't know. You have to be specific.
Listen, guys, it's Karrine Steffans. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello.
Say hello.
Yeah.
A.K.A.
A.K.A. You say it. We won't
say it. We know we're not.
I have no A.K.A.
Right.
You're lying.
I have no A.K.A. I like to go by the name written on my checks.
But that's, according to the last time you were here, that's a made-up name also.
It is a made-up name also. It's actually a registered
Karrine
entity.
Steffans.
One of the things that we have figured out about our guest today is that she is a wall of mystery.
Google her.
Wall of mystery. You look up Karrine Steffans, you'll figure out the nickname, or we'll just
you
wait
won't
for
even have to hit return. It's going to come up in your Google window.
Yeah, right away.
Yeah,
But you're a super lady,
magnificent,
super
cranium.
Author. And a wonderful
Wonder Dome.
Mutant oral. Listen, here's the point, guys. It's thank you.
Superhead. Wait, was that?
No, what are you doing?
Wait, I got confused and I said it. I was trying to speak metaphorically.
Karrine, how are you? Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming.
Again.
Thank you for
You're
coming.
very
We made you
welcome.
come, folks. We made
her come twice.
Bang.
Thank you.
Oh!
Bang.
The look of
Bang.
self-satisfaction on
Bang.
Neal's face
So
right now.
fucking pathetic.
Exactly what you would
so
picture.
Sad. Yeah,
Pretty great.
It was ridiculous.
I have a lot of money in the bank, guys.
You have nothing.
No need to donate.
No need.
I need your donations, guys.
So Karrine, before we started, we talked about 2 things. You were waiting in the parking lot. You said, "Let's hurry up and get this done, so I can go to the 4 Seasons and troll for rich white men."
And I asked, "Are you serious?" And you said,
"Oh, I'm fucking serious as shit. Like some real shit. It happens every summer."
You go to the 4 Seasons.
Well, I go to the 4 Seasons almost every day. Mostly,
Why?
I write there. Okay.
I
love the 4 Seasons. Either the 4
At
Seasons
the pool?
or no. Well, sometimes the pool, depending on
Right.
the weather. The pool, the lobby, the lounge. I eat there. I've been going there for years. I wrote a couple of my books there.
But you was there since it was 3 seasons.
3 seasons.
Yeah.
Come on, Neal, let me have
I let you have that. I saw it in the distance. I was like, you know what? Moshe's probably going to see that one. Let the kid have one. I'm still riding high on "We Made You Come Twice."
No, definitely.
I'm playing with house money at this point.
You're playing with your own
my
Neal
house
Brennan
Neal
money.
Brennan money.
You're playing
character
Brennan money.
and dude.
So you go to the 4 Seasons and that's your spot.
Yeah, it's my little spot.
But you've noticed that there are.
Well, let me tell you what happens. And so, like, for instance, one day I met a guy named Bob Lorsch, who was a notorious, like, billionaire who lives in Los Angeles, high on the hill, right?
Right.
Lorsch?
Lorsch, yeah.
Okay.
So when I first met Bob, I was sitting at the Four
You got to be
Seasons.
fucking rich to pull off a name like that.
Lorsch.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Lorsch. So Bob Lorsch is a great guy. And when I first met Bob Lorsch, for instance, I was at the Four Seasons. It was, I don't know what time of night it was. I'm there, I'm by myself. The place has closed out. Again, I'm a writer, so I like hotels and like weird places. I love to people watch, and it inspires me and all the noises and all these things. So I'm fucking sitting there, and I'm just by myself at the bar, and we strike up conversation, regular niceties. And so he asks me, so are you working? And I did not understand the fucking question.
Yeah.
On my New York Times bestselling
Yeah,
book?
like
Is that what you mean?
I start that whole
Boing,
like
boing, boing,
working.
boing, boing.
Like, do you mean like what I do for a living? Or he's like, looked at me like, oh, so you're not okay. And so I realized that if you're there after a certain hour, you are considered working. So I stopped going there really in the middle of the night.
After 7 p.m.
Right, exactly.
That's pretty much.
Well,
every
the
time I've been
piano
there.
man shows up around 7:30, so you stay.
Oh.
After 11, though, you kind of have to get out.
Piano
If you're
man.
by yourself, you want to get out of there.
Right. We're all in the mood for Melody, that guy? The
Yeah,
Billy
that
Joel
guy.
dude?
What are
He
the
comes
odds?
there?
Because I asked you, I said I would like to play. It would be a fun game if I said you have 12 hours. How much money can you get from dudes?
Right.
You know
but
what I
see,
mean?
the thing
As
is
a
this.
beautiful woman in L.A.
But the thing
Oh.
is this: only hookers get money. So I was
Right.
explaining to Doofus over here that the issue is to.
No, you were explaining to
oh,
me.
this
Go
this
ahead.
one, this one,
Oh,
this one here.
Neal. That's Neal.
Yeah, this one here.
Good,
I
I'll
didn't
take
know.
it.
Well,
Whatever. I'll take it.
Yeah,
Look, I can
it's-
take it. I'm still riding high on. You came twice. Go ahead.
From the
House
rest
money.
of the
the
House
original
hour.
came
money.
twice. Yeah.
So I'm explaining that it's not about getting money. Number one, I've met a lot of very influential people at the Four
Yeah,
Seasons.
you know this motherfucker Bob Lorsch.
Yeah, exactly.
You know the Lorschmeister.
Yeah, billionaire Bob Lorsch. Like, of course.
Who
I've
you
met,
have said on record likes to frequent prostitutes.
No. He just asked me if I was
No.
working.
He
And-
Information
And
seeking.
by the way,
Lorsch is
by the way,
just
see-
curious to know what sort of person she was. Bob Lorsch,
the
in
fact that
no
he
way.
knew the code
wanted-
word, but he knew the code word and I didn't.
He wanted to take me out of that life, give me an opportunity to better myself.
Well, he seemed, in all defense, he seemed relieved that I wasn't working,
Right.
and we became fast pals.
Sure.
But the hotels are they're filled with people from all over the country, all over the world. Coming in on business trips. I've met someone who worked for the Prime Minister of Paris. I have a friend in Turkey.
They got a prime minister in Paris?
What?
There's a Prime Minister in France.
Yeah.
France. Yeah. Oh, I thought
Well,
they
in
had
France,
their own
yeah.
special
no,
Paris.
they have
prime.
a Prime Minister and a president.
Damn.
Oh,
I was just in
shit.
France, by the way.
Yo,
but
the
we'll get
French,
to that.
Yeah.
the French are done fucking around.
Yeah, no, they don't fuck around, dude. They got that bread.
Shit.
So I've met people influential, and so they teach me a lot of things. And there's always, the perks that come with meeting someone who's independently wealthy and very knowledgeable and
Go
very
ahead.
well
Walk
connected.
us through some perks, girl.
Yeah.
I mean, things like, for instance, you actually get shit on your birthday, which is nice. You know what I mean? Because like
What do you
my
mean?
friends don't even get me shit on my birthday.
You mean big time, like big, powerful people will remember to send you a gift on
Yeah,
your
like
birthday?
their secretaries
Yeah,
will
'cause
call
they
them
have
and say,
secretaries.
"Hey,
You get in like a database.
I'm
yeah,
trying to get in some
exactly.
databases.
The fucking database."
It's
Yeah.
my birthday on
You know what I
Wednesday. I'm
mean?
trying to get some database.
Okay, well,
You know what? On your birthday, you know what I'll give a bitch? A retweet.
a retweet.
Am
I'll
I a
fuck around
bitch?
and
Am
give
I
a
the
bitch
bitch in
yeah,
this
I'll
story?
give
Give a
a
bitch a
retweet.
retweet.
Thank you. You
Yeah.
just pick one at random, or
No. If it's a
It's gotta be
motherfucking
good?
birthday, I'll
It's
give a
gotta be
bitch.
good,
No.
or
I'll just give you
Dude.
like whatever. I'll go through your shit.
you're a good man.
Yeah.
So
I'm a
there's
good
like
bitch. You're a
there's
good
like
man.
birthday presents, Christmas, like they remember you, and the gifts
What's
vary.
what's the best thing you've ever received?
A
Yeah,
house,
great
a house.
question.
Literally
No,
a house.
shut up.
No, a house.
A
From?
house?
Did we talk about who it's from?
No, a house. A
Somebody
place-
gave you a house.
Yes,
In
paid
what
for.
city?
In here, in LA,
What neighborhood?
in Sherman Oaks Hills.
What address? How do you get in?
What is the code?
A house.
Somebody gave you a motherfucking house in
Yes, a home.
You must be really, really good.
Someone I've never
I
been
like
with
how-
physically. No,
Come on, stop that.
no, never been with physically. Because it's not about sex. It's about a lot of these people. I mean, honestly, people want companionship, and companionship and sex are two totally different things.
I don't
So
understand.
especially when someone lives in a different country, a lot of it is understanding, empathizing, sympathizing. Oh my gosh, your day is so horrible, and just being there for that person. It's amazing how you can mind fuck somebody out of almost anything.
Yo, I'm gonna be real with you. for me,
Yeah.
for a pimp like me, if I'm gonna buy somebody a house,
But
I'm
you,
definitely gonna have to at least kiss her.
You're gonna have to sniff the pussy.
So I'm gonna have to sniff that pussy at least one time.
you really
Buy a house?
A house.
Motherfucker, buy a house?
But if someone who buys a house feels like it's a drop in the bucket, then
Right.
it's like that's nothing. Like I don't need to get pussy for buying.
Is that
you
a
something that costs me
euphemism? A drop in
nickel.
the bucket? Is that like a new sex thing?
No,
Where you
I mean,
Anyhow.
if you drop something in your bucket, you
and
let
then
me
I
know.
gave her
man.
the old house
The
in
old-
Sherman Oaks, if you know what I mean.
yeah, in the Sherman Oaks Hills, if you know what.
What do you mean?
And
I mean,
did
I
you
bought her a
fight
home.
him on it? This foreigner? Did you go like, chic, I refuse?
He was actually very much
Of course, it was a chic.
very chic like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you like, Sultan? How dare you?
No.
I would have been like,
No,
So you
you
just like,
don't want
okay.
to insult the Sultan.
How
Right.
How did he tell you?
He didn't.
Bismillah,
I was driven to it.
Ibrahim.
With a Muslim prayer?
Allahu Akbar. I was driven to it.
Shut up in like a Bentley. They always have Bentleys.
Yeah, it was like, meet me at the restaurant, blah, blah, blah. But
Were
the,
you, now,
but the car
did you
doesn't
play
get to the
along? Were you
restaurant.
like, it's all right. I don't really like that
No,
house.
it's gorgeous. It was
like, it's
beautiful. It
Now,
was big and gorgeous.
because for me, if it's like if some chick bought me a house
Yeah.
in Sherman Oaks,
Yeah.
I'd be like, can I have a house in Silver Lake? I prefer that neighborhood.
No.
How did he know where you wanted to live?
Because I lived there. I lived there.
Oh, you already lived
Yeah,
there.
I already lived there. I've been living there for years.
So what?
in that house?
In that neighborhood.
Okay. All right. Well, that speaks to like a lot of things to me. One of them is
Please tell us which ones
Please.
they are.
is I think dudes overstate women's appeal. Meaning, like, bought you a house. Like, do you not know any women? Like, you're just people.
But if you're worth $100 billion,
Right.
it's nothing.
And also, if you come from a paradigm of that kind of wealth where flirting with a woman is buying them a
Yeah.
house, I mean, that's
It's
what I
all
assume.
relative.
Yeah.
It's like you buying a chick a fucking. It's like you retweeting.
A
It's
retweet,
like
yeah.
the retweet
Yeah.
shit.
It's as valuable.
Your retweet is this guy's house.
But I'll tell you what, no matter what, never.
Yeah, well,
I never have. I never
you're
will.
not a fucking sultan.
I
so
don't
there
won't even
goes that
buy a
shit.
business class ticket with
Yeah,
my own money.
really?
So-
For someone else, you're saying, or for yourself?
No, I won't buy myself.
You fly coach?
Yeah, if I
Yeah.
pay for myself.
Yeah,
I
see?
won't even buy my girlfriend a cup of coffee.
Yeah,
That's
see?
how. Yeah.
That's how I roll.
You won't even let your
from
girlfriend
the
look you in the
streets.
eye.
I'm from
Really?
the streets.
Oh, yeah, that's obvious.
Now,
So fucking.
now tell us, walk us through your life
Right.
Okay. So, like, what? Which
from the
part-
beginning.
Well, because you've become this very influential kind of personality within not just the hip hop world, but within the world in general. I mean, it's you, Gorbachev, Mother Teresa, Nelson Mandela.
Ma-
But
Madonna.
how does
Don't
somebody
forget
get?
Madonna.
How does somebody
Ever forget
get
Madonna?
Madonna? How does
Thank
somebody
you.
get to? Start at the beginning. How'd you start?
You're born in
From the
Phoenix
bottom.
or something?
Now we're here.
It's unclear
No,
what
you're
you
born
do.
in St. Thomas.
I was born in St. Thomas, a 30-mile island, very, very, very far away.
Yes, which I've been to many times with an old friend of mine.
Ooh, you got.
Don't worry about that.
I can't think of who one of these old friends could be.
Go, I would write sketches with him, but don't worry
Sketches?
about
With
it.
him?
Sketch comedy?
with
You
his
guys go
friend.
there together?
I'm a big
Yeah,
fan
we
of
go there
sketch
together.
comedy.
Don't worry
Really?
about it.
Did you guys ever have any on
Never
TV?
heard of them.
Wait. When
Faded
you say
away.
write sketches, do you mean have anal sex?
Yeah,
Bob
yeah, yeah.
Odenkirk?
Yeah, me and Bob
Dude,
Odenkirk.
cool.
the way
all
he
right,
said we used
so-
to write. You see
so
how he did that?
You
Like,
go
I see it
to.
all.
You're born in St. Thomas to
Yes.
a single mom.
Yeah.
my mom is 18 years old. My father's from Brooklyn, and he's like damn near fucking 30. He was on like vacation.
Oh, he
And-
came on vacation.
Yeah. And,
Smashed
like-
some beautiful 18-year-old.
Yeah, like 20 of them, and then
He
had
was
like
black,
5 kids
white?
at one time. My father is technically black, yes. His father is French.
But he's actually Dominican.
No. His mother's Jamaican, his father's French.
Okay, and your mother is.
My mother is Puerto Rican and Danish,
Oh, there you go.
Wait, and she's living in St. Thomas?
which used to be a Danish island, which is right around the corner from Puerto Rico.
Shit, I don't even know.
You got to step your St. Thomas game up.
Yeah, we used to
Yeah.
belong
All
to
right.
Denmark and
Now,
England
I
and
re-
Denmark, and now the States bought us not that long ago.
I recall you having a troubled relationship with your mother.
Yes.
Walk us through that.
Okay, my mother's a cunt. Let's move on. So, my mom is really like very cunty. Like she's to this day still.
Let me clarify. She's not a
clarify
cunt.
that.
I would say
Okay.
she's extremely cunty.
Yeah, like she's really like a horrible fucking person. Like some real shit. Like it's not even a secret. It's not like a family secret or anything. Like she's really a horrible mother to this day and a very not good person to
Got
any
it.
of her children, any of her grandkids. Like no one talks to her. It's like,
Mentally ill.
yeah, you know what? Mental illness runs in my family. So I really believe, and this is not to be funny, but
That's what they mean by Superhead.
I really, well, honestly, in Europe, I grew up with a European education. Superhead has a meaning. So to me, it didn't mean what everyone else, but black people, everything's sexual.
Wait, what does the Superhead mean in Europe?
Well, there's a band, for instance, called Superhead in Denmark, I believe, and the Superhead is a superintendent or headmaster of a school.
Oh, shit.
So it's the person who's in charge of the knowledge.
But if that person sucks your dick and it does it real clean
right.
that's Superhead.
Yeah, exactly. It's like super duper
That's
duper.
Yeah,
it's like
next
super
level.
But it's an actual definition. So when I took that on, I really didn't think about the sexual ramifications of it.
Come on.
Because I don't think sexually. I'm not a sexual being, so I don't think that way.
What are you talking about? You're not a sexual being.
I'm not.
You are full of shit.
I'm not.
But you have all these sexy pictures. If you Google image search you, and I've done that.
Yeah, that's my
definitely.
again. Karrine Steffans is not even my real name.
Oh,
so
right.
So it's not. It's part of my job and part of the myth and the persona, but it's not who I am.
Oh,
what do you do with
Actually.
boyfriends?
Yeah.
I don't have sex with my boyfriends.
Okay, hold on.
Wait, what?
I have boyfriends that will tell you they do not have sex with me.
Wait,
what
are
do
you a
they do?
virgin?
No, I've had 2 husbands though,
Mm-hmm.
and I just got
very
divorced
confused.
like 2 weeks ago.
Who do you? So
Congratulations.
you
Thank
don't
you.
have
To me.
sex with these guys?
No, I don't believe in having sex outside of committed relationships.
Okay, so when you're married, what did you go?
We have tons of sex,
Okay,
Let me ask you.
or
you're
even
not
like
sexual?
engaged, or it has to be something very committed.
but
where
yet you would still say you're not sexual.
I'm not a sexual being.
Okay, yeah, but what does that mean? You're not. So you won't.
Right, because I can ask the obvious question,
Yeah.
and I hope that no offense, but your whole thing is that in some of these books is these revelatory stories about rappers that you have or have
More than rappers, there's movie stars,
right,
there's all kinds
but
of
it's
people
like
that
I've seen
had
like
sex with.
this dude good, this dude garbage, this dude big dick, this dude bad breath.
I've never said that before.
Well, at least you are on that's been attributed to you.
No, I mean I've never talked about someone's in that way sexually, and certainly not any put downs or anything like that. These are my friends, people I'm still friends with.
So
I want to discuss my experiences and how they affected me, but I've never done that to
right. So
anyone.
well, let me ask the
That's all
question.
internet shit.
The books that you've written, a lot of them were confessionals of like sleeping with.
No, they were life. No, 2 of my books were autobiographical, and so it discusses complete journeys, including the people that I have loved and been in relations with, and things that have happened to me as a woman after being an abused child, a raped child, a kidnapped child, all the damage that was done before, and what the consequences of that damage was once I became an adult.
Yeah, no, I'm not, and I'm not even trying to
Right,
like put
but
you
each book-
on blast to coin a phrase.
Listen, but
I'm
you
saying-
can't, because you can't.
No, but I'm just saying
So-
if you don't consider yourself a sexual person and
Right, but
sexual
see-
outside of relationships, how did those relationships?
But those aren't, to me, that's not sexual. Like, that's not that it's not. It is obviously physically sexual.
Right.
But when I wrote about those things, it was to make a point about what happens to little girls when they're damaged and all the shit that they can get into when you let them free into the world, especially when that world is Los Angeles.
So okay, that's a great
Yeah.
place for us to go back to you as a little girl. You're at St. Thomas. Mom's a cunt.
Mom's a cunt.
She's cunty.
So
cunty.
fucking cunty.
Yeah.
And then what? You move out of St. Thomas? What happens?
We leave St. Thomas when I'm around 10 or so. We go back
Hey,
and
let me
forth
just
with
say for the record, stop fucking raping people.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right,
Like,
sorry,
I'm not
dude.
talking to you directly. I'm just saying if
What?
you
I mean,
if
damn,
you're listening to this,
You're a rapist.
don't fucking rape people. It's not good. It's
you
fucking.
imagine?
You just have to deal with like a guy's like getting ready to rape a girl. What?
I know. Wait,
you
it's
know
like,
what?
I love the champs. I fuck
Neal.
with the champs. All right, you know what, guys? Okay.
I'm not gonna
I'm
rape,
so
yeah.
sick of. I'm. This is selfish, but I'm really sick of dealing with girls that have been raped.
A lot of
That's-
girls
and
have
I don't
been
mean that. I
fucking
just mean
raped,
like
dog.
it's just like yo.
A lot of girls have been raped or sexually assaulted.
Yeah,
it's
it's
pretty.
real
Yeah,
shit.
pretty astounding.
like it's just
Yeah.
it's horrible, and it just fucks them up. It fucks people up
Forever.
ever.
But it's like
Well, for me, I was 13 years old, kidnapped and raped for 3 days in like an abandoned hotel. So
talk about that.
Yeah, no, yeah. Let's
Tell
discuss
me it
that
wasn't the
for
Four
20.
Seasons.
It was
Please
totally
tell me it
the
wasn't the
Four
Four
Seasons.
Seasons.
But having that trauma and then coming home after being gone for 3 days, having to escape from my kidnappers, hide underneath the car.
Real talk. What happened?
I was at the mall with my friend, like every other 13-year-old kid was. My first time being able to go out. My mother never let me out. And then I begged her for my friend and I to go to the mall. My friend was spending the night. First time I ever had a friend over. And we go to the mall. She drops us off. And somehow or another, everything's kind of sketchy. But my friend knew these guys. And they said we're going to the store You know, you guys want to go to the store and like get some stuff or whatever, and like 7-Eleven or whatever, Circle K, and we never got to the store. And then 3 days later, I was still missing, and I was still tied to a bed at some weird like Motel 6 type of thing that we broke into, and it was like 4 guys, and then but only one of the guys was just on me and had me just tied down, lubricating me with soap for like fucking 3 days, which is disgusting. Jesus. And he was an adult. He wasn't a kid. These are all adults. These are all over
What happened
18.
to the girl, the friend?
I don't know. She was in another part of the room.
Got
so
it.
in like a bathroom
suite
or something.
at the Motel 6?
No, it was like the bathroom closet, but it was something around the corner. I was 13, I can't remember, but it was like another closet or where they kind of kept her in there.
Yeah,
and
if you're listening, don't do this.
Yeah,
this
and we
is the
ended
thing.
up
This is the sort of thing I don't need you to
on
do.
the third day, they got hungry, and they were like, well, let's go to McDonald's.
Wait,
And-
you're saying they were in the room, not eating?
Yeah.
Damn.
So
Okay.
we went to McDonald's. My girlfriend and I gave each other the eye. We said, we're going to go to the bathroom. And we did. Where the bathroom was one of those like rounded mirrors where you can see the whole restaurant, you know? So we saw them looking up at the menu, and we took that chance to run out the McDonald's, run around the corner, and we went underneath a car.
Whoa.
And we stood there for about 2 hours. We saw them coming. Like
You were standing underneath the car? You
Dude.
were so short.
No, we were laying under the car.
That's crazy.
And remember the movie Taken when the feet like come to the bed? It was like that, dude. We were like sitting there like don't breathe, don't. And we see the feet. Where are they? Where are they? They were looking for us and they couldn't find us.
Dude, you could have been, honestly, you could have been one of these like St. Louis type people.
Like, wait, what?
Cleveland.
Cleveland, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
yeah, the Cleveland type of like
Like in a
locked
basement
up
some fucking
for
where?
like 10
Yeah,
years.
did
Yeah.
you
something.
when you saw that? What did you think?
That Cleveland
Cleveland
story,
thing, yeah.
I cried.
Did it
Yeah.
resonate
I
with
did.
you
I
as a
believe it.
victim of
Yeah.
sexual assault and specifically
And kidnapping, yeah, it did, and it really resonated with me when the officers were being the officer that found them was being interviewed, and he started crying.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It really resonated with me because, you know, nobody cried when that shit happened to me. My mother, when I got home, she kicked my ass without even asking any fucking questions.
You know what?
The
Before-
cunty mother I talked to you guys
Before,
about.
when you
Yeah,
called your
that
mom
one.
a cunt, I was like, you're being a little harsh.
No.
Now I'm feeling like
You're
she's
right
Didn't
there.
ask me
You're
any
right.
questions.
She's
She said
straight
I
up cunt.
smelled like sex, and she pounded me into the ground and stomped me like I was a fucking like it wasn't like the riots of '69 or some shit.
So
like,
would you say you had a nice childhood? Or?
Yeah, it was pleasant. It
So
was
how did
amazing.
how did you soothe yourself after that?
Writing.
Right.
I was always a writer. I was always a reader. I read a lot of Agatha Christie and mystery novels and,
Oh,
and
straight
things
white
like
people
this.
shit. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I don't read black shit, so I still don't. I just really
Toni
went into
Morrison's
like
a horrible writer.
Edgar Allan
serious?
Poe and Fitzgerald and those kind of things. Which
You better be grateful some people read black people shit.
Yeah, some people, the people that read my shit. So
Yeah,
kudos
true.
to them.
Yeah.
But I really like formative literature and things like that. Things I learned in school.
I'll
They
tell you
didn't
what,
give us black literature in
I
school.
can't
so.
get through a classic to save my life. I can't read that shit.
Really?
Yeah, I just can't.
And I can't get through anything from anywhere in the modern era.
Really?
I can't.
I can't do it.
Because
And
the English is so
You
bad.
straight up can't read, right?
I,
You just
I
can't.
I don't fuck with books.
No,
I read scripts.
Can I be honest with y'all?
I don't.
I
Is
haven't
that
read
true?
a book since 1989.
No, yeah, you read books all the time.
Yeah, I read
You
books,
always
but
have
I
an
don't
Audible.
read like
You read
fucking-
nonfiction, right?
Yeah, I read a lot of nonfiction.
This was like a harrowing story of kidnap and sexual assault, and now we're talking about what books motherfuckers read.
Right.
Please
Right.
continue.
But you know what happens though after that type of shit happens is that, you know, as you get older, you start having sex again, you're constantly trying to erase that fucking memory, and you hope that every guy will erase your bad sex memory. And
yeah,
it'll be good
how
sex.
do you do?
You know
How
what I mean?
it's impossible to do
It's
that. Though, right?
impossible to fucking do that
And
shit.
also, isn't it true that
Took me until I was like 25 to figure that out. Like, but it is.
Did you go
Right.
through any sort of sex addiction period?
No.
Okay.
But
No.
you were hypersexual and are hypersexual.
I were hypersexual. I am not hypersexual
I mean,
now.
in your presence and in your persona. I mean, look. So, what was your next job? I mean, because I know this from our last conversation.
I was a stripper.
So that's what I'm saying. You become hypersexualized after a experience. Or-
you were a
Absolutely.
young stripper, correct?
Yeah,
you
I
were
was
like a
16,
phenom?
like 15, 16 phenom.
You were-
I was a 15, 16
you were
year
first round
old
draft, right?
illegal stripper in Phoenix, Arizona. I told you guys, at the Alaskan Bush Company.
That was the name of the
The
place.
Alaskan Bush Company.
Yes.
And my boyfriend's mother, he was 16 also, and he lived with his mom, of course. I moved in with them once I ran away from home, and because, you know, girls that get
How
raped
did you get off
run
St.
away.
Thomas?
Well, my mother flew us to Florida. I was raped in Florida. And then my father, I was a troubled kid after that, running away and try to kill my mom, you know, normal shit.
Sure.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then my dad sent for me and I moved to Phoenix.
How
Oh,
did you
got
try to
it.
kill your mom?
Oh, with a hammer.
And you did not succeed.
Unfortunately.
How big a hammer? Where'd you hit her?
Well,
if you do it over, what do you do?
I didn't hit her. It was more of she was fighting me and I was reaching for a hammer and swinging wildly.
Did you say if I had a hammer?
Yes. I sung that song the whole entire time. But, the resentment of her not helping catch the person who raped me, like all those things, built up. She was also physically abusive. She would beat me. She was a really bad person from the get-go.
I would say she was a cunt.
Very,
I'd
very
say she was cunty.
Yeah, I mean, at least. If not.
My girlfriend and
not
I
a
got into
cunt.
an argument because she goes, you called me Hitler. And I said, I didn't call you Hitler. I said, you're like a Hitler.
Yeah, you're like Hitler-y.
Yeah, you're Hitlerish.
You're Hitlerish.
Hitler-esque. Yeah.
You're totally different
She's
than
like
being Hitler.
a Hitler.
That is typical oversensitive woman.
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
they're
Like,
always-
Dude,
yeah.
I'm trying to clarify. You're like one of the Hitlers.
One of them.
the
'cause there
Hitler
are
family.
many.
Yeah, there's some very nice people in that family.
Hitler's
It's not their
cousin.
fault. They were just
Hitler's
born.
cousin who just stole cars and shit. They
Yeah.
didn't kill any
It's not
Jews.
so-
They
come on.
chase people with hammers. And then what did you find as a stripper? How was that?
Well, for me, because I was a runaway, and my boyfriend's mother was a stripper, so it was like the family business at that point. So her and I would go off to work together, and it felt like I was part of like a team, which is really sick.
How'd you get the job?
She gave it to me. I mean, I had
Just under the-
they didn't ask for any
Under the
idea or
table.
anything.
Over the table.
Over
the lap. Whatever.
whatever.
Whatever,
It is.
yeah.
Yeah. And I
You were
loved
bad,
it.
though. You looked good. You had
Yeah,
looked
I was
good.
amazing as a teenager. Pretty
were-
much the way I look now, just a teenager.
Right. And she looks... Oh, we haven't mentioned...
Good-looking person.
You're a very good-looking person.
You have a nice looking.
You got a
head
nice
and
looking face.
Head and face.
Your head and face is really nice.
You got that. You got body. You got personality. You got brains. You got it all, baby.
You have, if that's real hair, it's good hair.
Yeah,
If it's
you got that good hair.
the operative word is if.
Yeah, you got that
If.
good hair.
It's real hair.
100%, no extensions.
There's always a little something in
A
there.
little something, little
Right.
English.
For the va.
Yeah,
sure.
to put it over the top.
Yeah.
Little exact. Thank you. So, yes, I loved stripping. I loved it as a kid because
I mean, as a child, I did adore stripping. As a child.
as a child, I did. I loved it. I loved the attention. I loved the power. See, that's when sex and power became synonymous for me. And I was
Right.
able to wield money out of people. I made thousands of dollars a night.
Right.
My slowest night was like $1,000. And I'm 16, 17 years old making $1,000
Wait, so
cash
you're
money.
saying the Alaskan Bush Company was a high-level strip club?
It was definitely busy. I'm not going to say it was high level, but it
Okay.
was fucking
Right.
busy. And, Alaskan Script, it's actually a chain starting in Alaska. And they have them all over the country. Yeah.
Stop this.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait
so
a second.
I became really good knowing what men liked, and I got so good, I didn't have to take my clothes off
You know what's funny?
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
it.
at a strip club.
Wait, what do you mean? You would
I
come out
didn't-
on stage with some sweats on and a Juicy Couture jumpsuit or something?
I learned how to tease,
Uh-huh.
and I learned how to not take my clothes off, and so that way they'd have to pay for the private dance.
And
to
then you
see
take
me.
your pants.
Exactly. So all those $1 bills, I'm like, I'm not taking my clothes off for a $1 bill. That's fucking bananas. Like, what do you? So I became an astute businesswoman in the strip club at 16 years old. So I thought, I'm not going to take my clothes off. You're going to give me these stupid, and I would make hundreds of dollars per stage.
Were you a good dancer?
I was a great dancer.
Okay.
I was always a really good dancer. I'm an island girl, so I just had this
Yeah,
island
the
thing.
Yeah.
And so I figured out, like, if they don't get to see me naked on stage, they'll want to see me naked in person. In the little booth, we do your private dance, and so you don't take your clothes off on stage. You entice them, you tease them, pretend like you're going to take it off. Don't take it off. Get the little stupid little $100 bills. I mean, $1 bills, $5 bills, 20s or whatever. But back in that booth, and they'll spend hundreds of dollars for dance after dance after dance.
Right.
So I learned a lot of my business acumen from the street and just kind of being in the clubs.
One time I was in Las Vegas.
Oh, God.
And I was up like $600 or something playing blackjack. So me and a bunch of guys went to a strip club, and I got so many lap dances in a row that the girl finally looked at me and said, "Hey, are you a cop?"
Weird. You were just like waiting for her to go like, "You want me to suck your dick?"
Yeah. Like she just was like, "Are
You
you
were all
gonna
in on her?
fucking Yeah.
That's
and
funny.
Nothing happened.
I once went to a peep show in San Francisco. You know the quarter booths, because I'm a
'Cause he's
broke ass
class.
hoe. I'm a broke
Yeah.
ass hoe. And
Was it a straight peep show or a gay?
straight. It was a
Okay.
straight
I'll have
one.
to ask. San Francisco.
Surprisingly enough. And I put the quarter in. We used to go there. put the quarter in, and have you ever seen one that like slides
Yeah.
up and it's up for like 20 seconds and then it slides down? So I put the quarter in, and it goes up, and there in front of me, spread eagle, just pussy galore, is a woman I knew from AA. And I was just like, and I couldn't like run away because I was already like
You're
looking
in a
at
booth.
her.
You got your fucking. First of all, you paid the money.
Right, yeah, quarter.
My
Okay, that's my
quarter.
quarter,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
yeah,
I'm not,
exactly.
I'm about
quarter's
my
worth.
money. So, but I couldn't just run away. So I just kind of like stayed and kind of
looked at her
smiled,
pussy?
And I was like, hey, and then just wait, and then eventually it just went.
And then did you
closed
leave?
back
Did you
down.
leave
Then
when it
I
closed?
left
Okay.
immediately, but I was just like,
Did you see her again at the
Yeah.
I
meeting?
saw her again. She was never very cool to me after that.
Well, I don't know who's like at fault there. That's just
No, that's a
unfortunate.
push to me.
Yeah.
But she didn't. She gave
So,
me dirty looks from then on.
Cut to she's like somewhere drunk, somewhere like never recovered from alcoholism. Cause
Yeah, no, I threw a couple extra dollars in there. 'Cause she's getting her life together. You know?
All right, that's interesting. You know what? You know what? You said you're not sexual, but you are in a committed relationship. When you get in a committed relationship, you are sexual.
Oh, absolutely.
And enjoy
because
it.
commitment turns me on.
Right.
Yeah.
You enjoy it, orgasms, adventure.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy
fun.
orgasms now, just not with a man.
Right. Okay.
And wait, and how is the head? How is the head?
It's trash.
Garbage?
Garbage head.
Come
I'm the
on.
worst dick sucker in the world. It's all lies. It's
You
all
punch
made up.
dicks, right?
Excuse me?
You regularly will punch a dick.
Yeah, but before it was
And
Superhead,
bite.
it was Dick Biter, right?
Yeah, it was like mediocre
chomp?
dome. It was like
Right.
bullshit brain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's like creating a superhero, and letting the myth lives on.
But for real, when the first time you suck a guy's dick, you must feel some pressure.
No, I don't suck dick, so I don't have that problem.
Ever, even in a committed relationship?
No.
Oh, you seem like a lovely young lady.
I don't because people are
The guys must be lining
unless
up.
if we get married, we have to get married for you to get just like anal sex. Like I don't fuck guys. I don't like guys like fuck me in the ass unless
Hold
we're
on.
married.
Can we not equate? I love anal
Marriage
sex.
and anal sex have to go together.
Look,
sweetie.
Do you love anal sex?
No,
I'm just saying I'm into it.
No. All right.
It's
'cause
not,
I
but for you to go like, oh, dick sucking, anal sex is like, no.
No.
Anal sex is maybe a treat you do once every 6 months.
No.
Dick sucking, that's mandatory.
No,
Yeah.
it's mandatory in a committed relationship. Absolutely, it's not mandatory for some fucking guy you just met, so you can go high five
some-
all his buddies at
You
the
know what
fucking
it
Two
is?
podcast guys that do a
yeah,
podcast.
and
or
then
something like
you
that.
guys are fucking high fiving each other in the John later, like, oh my
Right.
god, she sucked. Like, fuck all that.
We're not going to
You're
wait till the John later.
Yeah,
we're going to
the
do it
job.
right
We're
there.
gonna do it as it's happening.
Yeah, you're not.
We're going to be holding
Bro,
hands.
we're gonna be like fucking bro, and we're gonna backwards hats. And
Yeah,
shit.
no, I don't believe in giving guys
They're
bragging
just gonna
rights.
backwards hats are gonna magically form on our. You know what it is about you? You may not consider yourself sexual. There is so much sexual energy.
Yes, I have a lot of sexual
Meaning,
energy.
and a lot of it is rage.
Yes.
The Lady of Rage, with
which
the
is
Afro
why
puffs.
I'm into sadomasochism.
Are you?
I am very much.
Yeah, there's a lot of rage.
I beat the men I have sex with.
Do you really?
I do.
See. That's the thing is, a lot of girls are into it now, getting beat up. I've talked
No,
about
I
it on
beat
the
the
podcast.
men. I beat the men
I
I
beat
have
the
sex
pussy
with.
up. I beat the pussy
I
up.
don't
no, I
like
don't.
getting.
Oh, me neither.
I
it's
take
like,
out
what
the
is-
strap-ons, the butt
what are you
beads.
doing?
I
I'm
get
like, ow.
I
really
mean, you want to do
violent.
something on my butt? That's on you.
Yeah.
But I'm not like.
I'm
but
not
I'm not
against
like.
that.
Don't hit me.
Yeah.
I like to hit.
Dude, we're like the same.
What?
Yeah,
You don't like
with
getting
that.
hits?
No.
Hell no.
Oh,
I'm
my
like, that hurts.
God.
Yeah, no, but there is so much, and there's so much like tension. You are a walk. You have sexual tension with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's like you have sexual chemistry by yourself with a table, because there's so much sociopathy.
But I also think
Sociopathy.
that 35% of the things that you say, I don't know if I believe.
I'm with you. I also agree with that.
Yeah.
But
I don't think the head is garbage, first of all. And I don't think you've never
It's
given head
complete
in a
and utter
committed
trash.
relationship till
No, in a committed relationship, of course, the thing is, once I'm married to someone, and I believe in marriage first, because then, see, this is the way I see it. I don't want some guy leaving my bed and then telling his friends what he did.
But
with
you
me.
did that.
Yeah, okay. So, fuck is your point? Like,
Fair enough.
thank you.
Fuck
I
outta
hadn't
here.
thought of that.
yeah,
and
exactly.
I'm glad you said
but
that.
because I know how that works,
Oh,
because
yeah,
I know
fair.
that, I'm like, okay, so now you don't get to do it to me. So if a guy's gonna leave my bed and tell his buddies, he'll say, and no man really does this, my wife. So like, yeah, I fucked my wife in the ass last night, and she
Right.
loved it.
That's
I'd rather
interesting.
be my wife. I rather him say I fucked my wife in the ass than I fucked some chick in the ass. That chick that wrote that book, yeah, I fucked her in the ass yesterday, or she
but
sucked
no
my
one's
dick
gonna do that about their
yesterday,
wife
or-
anyway, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
so
the
I
point.
wait
You know who
until
sucked my dick last night,
My
son?
wife.
My
My
wife. Like,
my
no.
fucking bride.
Are you serious?
My legal
How
life
did you
partner.
pull that? How did you pull that? Well,
Right.
Yeah.
my wife.
Right, so it's not gonna be some random dude. Like, yeah, like I mean, Lil Wayne. Did
I just
it,
rolled
like,
up on
that's
her and the.
different.
So,
wait,
okay,
Lil
great.
Wayne fucked you in
Lil-
the ass.
What?
Lil Wayne did what?
Did Lil Wayne fuck you in the ass?
No,
But with that,
Wait,
okay,
what was the?
Speaking
What
of
did
Lil
how
Wayne.
did Lil Wayne come into this?
Wait, no, but
because the whole like dick sucking, like she sucked my dick thing. That's different.
okay. So speaking of Lil
You know
Wayne,
that hall pass thing that everyone has. Like, you need a,
Yeah.
He's
he's your hall pass.
yeah, like he's the exception to all of my rules.
Interesting.
Why?
He's got that good game, or what? Or just you love him?
I love him. I love him. It's been 7 years. I mean, we don't have sex anymore. We don't have a sex relationship anymore. We haven't for a while. But at that time, even when I was married, I still kept him on the side. He was my side bitch.
Did your husband know that?
Yes, my husband knew. Both my husbands knew.
Did you see that boxing shit? It was hilarious. That fight recently, I don't remember who the two boxers were, but the boxer who won was like, yo, I took the belt home and I also took your bitch home. And then this dude, the other guy, ran up and he's like, that's my side piece. Don't brag about taking my side. Like, admitting
Really?
on a
What is that?
pay-per-view.
This happens?
That a side piece is like...
No. What is that? What do you? I don't even. Where did
It's
this
like a
happen?
side
It was a recent boxing match. But it's just like,
so funny.
why are you on a pay-per-view bragging about cheating on your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Like, it's so ridiculous.
Got
That's
home,
like
got
two
into another
dudes
boxing
bragging.
match.
And so, when would you tell your husband like, oh, and by the way, I'm gonna fuck Lil Wayne?
Well, with both of my husbands, I was with Wayne before either of them. So they came into the relationship knowing that I already had a relationship with someone else.
No, but this is hilarious. I like the idea of you being like, honey.
So we've had talks. No, it's not. It's not. I gotta tell you.
I gotta tell you.
What
there's somebody
song
that-
of
there's
Lil
somebody-
Wayne's do you play
There's
first?
somebody that I do sleep with. Somebody I am gonna need to sleep with. And he's like, absolutely not. This is a committed relationship. You're my wife. Never. It is Lil Wayne. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, yeah.
Do you play like, all right, I'm gonna start you off with like an early, like, hey, go DJ. I'm gonna start you with a Lil Wayne hit, and we're gonna walk you through it. And by Mr. Carter, you're gonna allow me to fuck him.
Right.
This
I
guy,
mean,
he's like, this guy's good.
This guy's good.
He
Can
seems
I
like-
fuck him?
This codeine thing
That's
is a
what
little bit
happens.
much. I think you should dial it back. You know what? You go ahead. Go ahead, honey. But go ahead with your.
I guess my question is, and how would they deal with it?
not very well.
Yeah.
But I don't care. I don't care about stuff like that. I don't take marriage very seriously either. And congratulations to the gays that can now get married. But I don't
Shout out
take
to the
that.
gays.
Yeah,
Shout
shout
out
out
to
to
the
the
gays.
gays.
What's
I
up,
don't
y'all?
take that very seriously because I'm not marrying the person I really want to be with. You see what I'm saying? Because that's not who I want to be with. So, like in my
Do you
first
want to be? Who
marriage,
do you want to be with? Wayne?
I mean, I would if dreams could come true. That's the person I would rather be with.
You know who I would
Although
wanna
I
be
wouldn't
with?
marry him and I wouldn't actually be.
But
with him
yeah,
in a
but what? He's
relationship.
like a drug addict. Like,
Yeah, like I wouldn't marry him and I wouldn't be in a relationship with him, but that's the person I'd rather physically be with.
Interesting.
Right.
So
He's the one in terms of whatever entanglement you have. That's your guy.
And so when I marry people, they come into the marriage knowing I already have an entanglement with someone else, and they think that that's going to change because now we're married.
Right.
And then I have to have that conversation, like, honey, can you move your car so I can get out? Like one time,
Because I'm gonna go fuck Lil Wayne.
No, like in my first marriage, that happened. Wayne called my house because he would have all numbers, and he calls the house at 3 a.m. or something. You know, all the phone, the house phones all ring like fucking sirens and shit.
Sure.
And
We've all been there.
house phone back in the
yeah,
house
yeah.
phone
Sure,
days.
sure.
But this is at the Sultan Palace, right? Go ahead.
No, it's at my house in Sherman Oaks Hills, and my husband is laying next to me, all curled up and spooning and shit, like marital spooning or whatever.
How soon did you marry this guy after you met him?
I'd known him for like 8 years or something before we got married.
White guy, black guy?
Black guy, but we hadn't been dating. I'd known him, but we had been dating like a year.
So a black dude, you're married to a black dude, and he was cool with you fucking Lil
I didn't
Wayne.
say he
Yeah,
was
but here's
cool.
the thing.
Right, or even was aware of it.
Well,
He's very
I've always
aware.
been sort of fascinated with the bravado of like a rapper or like a black dude like because when I was young, all I listened to was these rappers like I never love a bitch, never, and then all of them are married now. So in reality, everybody's just like sprung off somebody.
Well, we all
falling in love with.
have public personas. The public persona is not the same as the private person.
Tell me about it.
Two totally different things.
Yeah,
Tell
you
me
got that
about
Neal
it.
Brennan, the character,
Tell
and you
me.
got the sweetheart
Guys.
that I know.
Oh, by the way, I was in Philly, and I met a girl, and she was like, "You're not an asshole."
Somebody said to me.
Disappointing.
After
Somebody
a
said
show.
to me recently. He goes, "I love your podcast, I really like the part where you and Neal like will disagree about something. I'm like, oh, so you mean the
The
entire
whole
podcast?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
like our podcast? Thank
Yeah.
you. So
you move the car. So
Yeah,
Wayne calls
I woke
and
my-
he says,
right. So Wayne's like, listen, I'm at the studio. You know, I want you to come through. Listen, there's another girl here if you don't mind. I'm like, no, I don't give a shit. I'll be there in 15 minutes. I wake up my husband. I'm like, listen, I need you to move your car. Because I only have a 2-car garage and his car is on, outside. I'm like, you need to move your shit so I can pull out my shit so I can go. Wayne just called or
you
whatever.
couldn't Uber? You couldn't sneak out and click
on.
Uber,
fucking
motherfucker?
Uber, let the guy sleep.
Jesus Christ. You gotta wake up. Oh, hey, cuckold.
Hey.
Cuckold?
I'm going to be taking off, okay?
Dummy. Yeah.
So
Half
he-
a man. Wake
so,
up.
So he moves his car. I leave. I go see.
Hey, bitch.
I go see Wayne. There's another girl in the studio. He ignores the girl for the rest of the night, and then we hang out for another 2 or whatever days. And my husband is at home taking care of, my kid in the house. When I got home, though, he had dinner cooked. He had a bath ready for me. He rolled
Let
me
me
a
tell you
joint.
something.
You're telling me
love
that
this happened.
And let me tell you
love the
something.
power of this.
Your head
I
is not
love
trash.
You
the
fucking
power
love
of
the
this.
power.
Let me say, your head is not trash. There's no way that story takes place.
But
with a
here's
girl
my
who
thing
sucks
is
her,
how
gives you a
good-
toothy blowjob.
and I
It's
don't-
got to be amazing.
But how good can it be? I mean, what are you gonna like? There's
You know what the
literally
problem is?
nothing. That's like when people go, "This pizza is amazing."
You know what the problem
It's
is?
fucking still pizza.
The problem is that you're looking at it through your own head. This could never happen to you.
Right.
What?
Because you're not the type of dude that
You
would
wouldn't
allow
fall for that
something
shit.
like this to
Yeah.
happen.
no. I'm talking about how good is the head.
I'm saying that it's got to be great head, and you have to have a natural instinct to simp. Do you know
Right.
about simping?
I know all about simping.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be a
Simping-
different guy to even be able to have this relationship with a woman. Where
With my second husband, when he came into the picture, I was already seeing, of course, this was like a couple years ago, already well into the throes of being entangled with Wayne. And he knew that. I dated him for like 5 weeks before I married him. Sidebar. But
Do you
we
do
had,
prenups with these guys?
no. And
but they're
so-
rich,
No, they were broke.
They're
I
broke.
was rich.
right?
I took care of them. These are all men that I took
Did
care
they
of.
get palimony?
No.
That changes the story a little bit.
Yeah, because who's going to feed you tomorrow?
Right.
Oh, that is true, right?
Yeah.
Do you want a place to live or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kinda like
How,
that.
do you like this? What part of Sherman Oaks Hills do you not understand? You bitch.
Right, we're overlooking all of
you,
the valley.
You bitch. You.
Yeah, so exactly. So my second husband, he knew these things existed beforehand.
You
Again,
should call these people your wives. Actually, I
they
feel
are they're like sister
You
wives.
know what? Yeah.
So he went through my phone. I actually allowed him to go through my phone. I caught
Right.
him going through my phone. No, he went through my phone while I was blow drying my hair, and I said, he came to me. He put the phone down, like, what is this? And I had been sending pictures,
That was his
Like
last
you
attempt
do.
to be a man. What is this?
What is this? What is?
She's like,
first of
motherfucker,
all-
that's Wayne. Okay, I'll be in the next room cooking chili.
First of all, I want to say that I don't want this to affect my dinner in any form, but I may have an issue with this. Please.
He literally handed his manhood down.
Okay.
On
Yeah, so I looked at it, and he's like, why are you doing this? And I handed the phone back to him, and I said, why not?
you
No,
didn't
I
say
did.
that.
It's in my book. I wrote about
Oh,
it.
shit.
No blinking, no nothing. Why not?
The key is you
I
can't
want you
blink.
to tell me
Yeah,
why
that's
not.
true. If you blink, you've lost the
cannot blink.
negotiation.
You can't fucking
Yeah. you can't blink.
And so
I think Zig Ziglar said that.
I gave.
That's in Rockefeller's book. Don't blink.
That's who moved my cheese.
Yeah.
Rich dad, poor dad.
Yeah, don't
I
blink,
fucking Lil
motherfucker.
Wayne.
No fucking
Yeah.
blinking. You know what I mean? So
Because if you're smart, you just go, all right, I'll tell you why not. Like guys like you and I could come with a litany of reasons why not.
Right.
Whereas if
We'd
you're a
argue
regular
for a
guy,
while.
you're like, wait, what? Wait, what?
yeah.
Yeah, he's just like baffled. He goes, "Oh,
yeah,
I guess I don't know."
You're gonna-
Bye.
There was no answer. And then so I handed him back the phone. I said, listen, I have to leave here in 30 minutes. You have 30 minutes to go through the rest of my phone, and then I'll take it, go get my hair done, and then when I come back, you and I can have a discussion about what you saw on the phone. So here's the phone back.
Was he wearing a mini skirt and see-through stiletto
It was
heels
Tyler
at this
Perry
point?
as
And you're wearing like a large fur coat
I have
and
an-
a big leopard
and a big
hat.
green hat. Like you
Am I
dress
correct?
like a black leprechaun.
I really, honestly, I really have a problem with power. I'm a very dominating, overpowering female. And so it takes a special
You're
kind of
one
bitch.
of the most manipulative people I've ever
I'm
been
very
around.
manipulative. Like,
I-
In a
I'd
way
second that.
that's like I
Scintillating?
wouldn't fall for it,
Titillating?
but I've fallen for it in the past.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Now I wouldn't. Now I can recognize it. Just be like,
Right.
oh, this is one of those girls who's fucking raging all the time, uses sex as a weapon,
Yes.
and is great looking. And so guys are just like, I just want to be in your company.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
that's,
about
that's
to buy
my
you a
life.
house. I'm a fucking
Life.
You ever been to the Sherman Oaks Hills?
Life. That's life.
Yeah.
That's life.
Fascinating.
Yeah, some real shit. And so, I got back from the hair salon and we sat down, we had a discussion, and his question was, are you gonna stop seeing them? There was more than one. Are you gonna stop seeing them? And I looked at him.
Was it the whole Cash Money Millionaires?
No. They're
Baby.
like family to me. No,
When
no.
Lil Wayne wants to fuck you, he just calls and goes, "Brrr," correct?
That's
into the
not
phone?
how it works. And we don't
Oh.
have sex anymore, so it's
Sorry.
not like that.
Can we ask a question about what's up with that Birdman Lil Wayne relationship?
I don't
I've
wanna
always
talk
been
about
confused.
that.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
So
I've known Baby for over 10
I
years.
just don't understand.
I'm not gonna go.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
gonna
fine.
go
We
into
move on.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I
when
have a
you're-
soft spot for Baby.
So yeah, me too. So we had the conversation. I told him no, and that's how I deal with my husbands. I don't believe in cheating. If everyone puts it on the table, you have the option to leave. You do
Right.
not have to stay by any means.
Right.
This is what the fuck is going on.
I'm
You
paying
can-
your rent, motherfucker.
Yeah, you
Right.
can leave. You're driving my car. You're living in my house. You can leave whenever the fuck you want to. There's probably 20 guys outside my front door waiting for your position. So if you want to relinquish that, that's cool. But then you can't come back. So those are how I run my. That's how I run my relationship.
That's how you run your stable, right?
I do. I just
Yeah.
I'm not very good at marriage.
You got
I'm
that
good
bottom
at
bitch.
like
You got a bottom bitch, and then you got
You're not. What are you good at? You're
I'm
not very good at
really- I'm
marriage,
not
but
good
you're
at
good
marriage.
at.
Like I'm good at like running shit and like emasculating people. Like I'm really
having things, putting bitches on pocket check, things like that. Walking, you know what I mean? Getting that money.
Getting them vines.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not
Twisting
good.
up a pimp stick, putting that rock salt in there to make sure it really
You know
hurt.
what I mean?
So yeah. Folks, this week's episode, big announcement, is brought to you by TiVo. That's right, TiVo. Neal, you remember TiVo?
Shiv, do I?
Hey, y'all remember TiVo? Before they invented TiVo, you couldn't watch TV. If you were gone, dude, you were gone. Unless you had a big, bulky VHS situation, you were fucked, man. You couldn't see
Well,
that
no, I
episode
mean,
of
yeah,
Punky Brewster.
TiVo revolutionized, literally one of the best inventions of my lifetime. And now they've stepped their game up because you can, if you have a TiVo, one of the great things about TiVo is showing you other shows that you would want to watch, which most DVRs don't have, and they'll automatically record it for you if you want.
Right, and not only that, they got this new situation where if you've got cable, and this beats the hell out of your DVR, because if you have cable, you don't just have to go home and watch that shit in your pathetic-ass apartment. You can transfer this to your iPad, bring it to your girl's house, watch it while you're taxing that ass. You can bring the recordings anywhere with you and watch them anywhere.
You like to bang and watch Grey's Anatomy. Do you not, listener?
do.
Yeah, so you can do that. You can watch your shows from wherever you want, whenever you want, instead of having to I got it downstairs. We got to go. Like, you watch it anywhere.
You want to watch Game of Thrones inside of an actual throne?
Which
You can
I
do that.
actually would. I want this.
I want it too.
I want this.
You can watch it on an airplane. You can watch it waiting in line at the dentist's office. Whatever. Also, you can it searches cable and the web to find any movie that you want, any show, and it'll search for it. And it's got Netflix, Hulu Plus, Amazon, YouTube, all in one. This shit is actually good. I mean, I am being a corporate shill right now, but I kind of believe in it.
Yeah.
And there's a new thing too called the TiVo Mini, which is one TiVo box will work on a second TV. So from the couch to the kitchen, from the minivan to 35,000 feet. I guess that's an airplane thing. I didn't write that last part. TiVo makes TV.
It's pretty obvious when you didn't write, when you are reading and when you're saying.
Well, do you think this is natural or not? TiVo
Well, no,
makes TV about 1,000 times better.
Okay, and here's the promo code. Fuck with these people.
Fuck with it.
You're gonna go to TiVo.com, TIVO.com, and you can get a $25 off a new TiVo Premiere
P4
or XL for DVR if you use the promo code ATC.
For all things comedy.
ATC.
The code is set to expire on 11/1/2013. So
You'll
get on
probably be dead by then. That's
It's
in
likely.
November.
If you watch as much TV as you're about to watch when you get this TiVo, you'll definitely be dead by next year. And that is a message from our sponsors.
ATC. TiVo.com. Fuck with it.
But you have to remember also when I moved, like, not only do I have this past as a stripper and kind of being like the street bitch, like really young and early, But Ice-T brought me to LA, and he's the one that kind of put me up on game when I first got here when I was 21. So I had
what's great is once you started talking about Ice-T, you started talking like Ice-T.
Like Ice-T, right. So you have to kind of put that on there. Like, Ice-T brought me in the game and put me up on
2001.
I don't know if you know this,
and
though.
Put me up on, like, LA game.
I love this episode. I think this episode is better than the last one. And the last one was great. But you've had a couple of drinks, and you're a little bit more street this week than you were when you came before.
I'm doing it on purpose because I'm trying to assimilate because you guys are so pedestrian.
Pedestrian?
All right, please. Again, this is normally the type of simp you're used to. We'll go like, "What's pedestrian mean, motherfucker?"
I'll walk these.
Look up pedestrian.
Yo, I got a car.
Bitch,
you guys are
please.
like in the streets.
You understand?
So I'm trying. You guys are blacker than me, so I'm
You
really
just said,
trying to.
"Bitch, please." You understand? Like it was a statement, but it kind of was.
Yeah.
So so Ice-T. That's how you got sucked into this world or whatever. Is Ice-T?
Well, Ice-T
the operative word being said. Go ahead.
Thank you. Made her come twice.
Thank you very much. House money,
folks.
God, you white boys.
Playing with your titties.
She is playing with her titties.
Rearranging my breasts.
Look, we're not complaining. Please continue.
I'm not, but I'm not.
We can stop.
So
I wanted a long pause.
Yeah, but it makes it sound like we're fucking Playboy Radio. Like, hey, you playing with your titties?
That's true.
Like,
That's Howard Stern. Okay, go ahead.
Ice-T did bring me here in late 1999.
And how'd you meet Ice-T?
I met Ice-T at the House of Blues in LA when I was visiting.
And he just hollered at you or what?
No, he really came in like a daddy. Because I was with my son, I was out here by myself. I didn't have anything. I was just visiting some friends for a couple of weeks, and I told him my story, about all the things that had happened and how I ended up there. And he just took me under his wing. Went back to Phoenix for almost a year. And he said,
diamond encrusted wing, correct?
Yes, yeah, his pimp wing.
PW.
But he really let me do my thing. Like, he supported me. He took care of me, my kid. But he said finally, like, listen, I'm not going to keep sending money out to fucking bumfuck Egypt. Like, you need to come to LA and make some shit happen. You can do it. This is where all the opportunities are.
Why weren't you just stripping?
At the time, what was I doing? I was working for an apartment complex in Phoenix. I mean, I wasn't trying to be a stripper.
I feel like everybody in Phoenix works for an apartment complex.
Yeah, because you get half off your rent.
Yeah, thank you.
There are many. It's a very strange.
Everyone I'm in property management.
We all can picture the apartment complex that you worked at. We can see it in our mind's eye.
Yes.
Yeah, because as a single mom, I was like, yo, what can I do to pay cheap rent, have a place to work, live, and find a babysitter all in the same place? So I thought, jinkies, let's go work at an apartment complex. You get half off your rent. And there's some housewife somewhere in here that would love to make a couple bucks a week watching your kid. So that's the kind of life I had. But it was just all dead end shit. And then finally he was like, just come to LA and make it happen. Like, you're beautiful, you're smart, just come to LA. So he brought me out, took care of us for like 4 months. So I got on my feet. But he taught me a lot in that time. And a lot of it was just really, honestly, like pimp shit. How to get over, how to get through LA and do what you need to do to get to where you need to go.
How to get like a process to make your hair straight for a long time.
That is all natural.
Of Ice-T's?
Yeah.
Really?
Well,
his hair grows like that, you're saying?
Yeah, he's mixed.
He's mixed. No, yeah. He looks like
he's
a
got like blue eyes.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
My advice for girls in LA, give 5 pieces of advice to girls, a fine ass girl moving to LA.
One of Neal Brennan's famous give a number, an amount of something.
A number and advice. You know why, Moshe?
If you can get through all 5, it will be a first.
Yeah. Because I frame it so that it keeps the listeners listening. You can't turn the shit off. Bitch, I challenge you to turn the shit off now.
I mean, 5 pieces of advice for some bomb-ass bitch in L.A. Like, I see them all the time.
She just moved
like
here.
Yeah, I see them all the time. Like, they're beautiful. They're driving hoopties and shit.
Yeah.
You can tell they're new.
It's the best.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, don't give
anybody
any
pussy. Don't fuck anybody.
Don't fuck anyone?
No.
Yeah.
And if you start fucking, be prepared to fuck for a very long time. Be prepared to be fucking for a very fucking long time.
You know we're editing this out of the podcast. We
No,
don't want
we
this
can't.
information getting out to these young ladies.
Don't fuck anybody in this town. If you have
Except
to fly
for stand-up
back,
comedians?
If you have to fly back to your hometown and fuck somebody there, then do that shit. But do not fuck anybody in this town. It's a dead end.
Can you fuck some rat motherfucker from like the San Gabriel Valley who will never have anything to do with your progress as a performer?
I mean, yeah, go outside of
There
the
you go.
Hollywood bounds.
Yeah.
But don't try to fuck
City
your way.
of industry, shit
I
like
tell-
that.
Yeah.
Commerce.
Like I
Get you down to commerce.
I tell people, like, it's impossible to fuck your way to the top. Like, you
Right.
can only fuck your way to the bottom in this place, and then you have to work your fucking way to the top.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
But you don't fuck your way to the
feel like
bottom
you
unless
learned
you're
that the
married.
hard way, or you learned that?
no, I've learned that
from
the
watching?
hard way. Because
Give us an
after-
example.
I mean, after years and years of being the good time girl and having tons of fun, I'm not doing anything the boys aren't doing.
Right.
You know, I'm having tons of fucking fun.
This
We're
is before
partying.
you realized that you were upset about sex. This is back when
Yeah,
you were
this is
trying to
before-
fuck the bad memories out.
Right, exactly. But I'm
Okay.
really, to me, I'm just having fun. I'm not realizing.
Yeah.
The thing is, once the fun stops, all the demons come. So you have to keep having fun.
Yeah.
You know, every day is a fucking party. You know, and then
Were you using drugs a lot?
a lot of
Got
lots
it.
of drugs.
What were your
Lots.
drugs?
A lot of cocaine, a lot of MDMA.
Right.
Of course, a lot of ecstasy when ecstasy was actually ecstasy.
Right.
And a lot of drinking. I mean, a lot, to the point where my doctor told me my urine was like 99% fucking alcohol.
Well, I'm trying
Where-
to
They
drink that.
ser-
We're
a
like
lot
it-
of places
we're like
would
it
serve
burned
your
when it came
urine,
out.
correct?
That's
They
a
would serve
Superhead
shots of your
pee-pee.
urine. Go
yeah,
ahead.
exactly.
It was so pure.
So it was really, really bad. A lot of drugs, and I didn't see my kid for months. Like I hired someone into the house and watch him. I was gone forever. Like,
Oh, so you were doing bad.
No, it was bad.
These are the lessons of iced tea.
Well, I was partying at that time. I was just having a lot of fun. The lessons, I didn't take the lessons and use them until after I stopped partying.
Fun fact, Ice-T went to a doctor, and the doctor said that his urine was 99% iced tea. Not everybody knows that.
What?
Thanks, folks. Go ahead.
So
I can't tell if that was a bad joke or the best joke I've ever heard.
Best joke ever.
I'm not. I still don't know.
You
I
know
may
what?
never know.
All the things that ice taught me, I didn't really kick in till, and to answer your question, when you realize it's all fucked up, when I was homeless and living in my car for 9 months, and I was
Jesus.
like, how in the with my kid in the middle of winter, at
This is
that
here?
LA
yeah,
winter,
here
though,
in LA.
so it's
So
not
you
really.
climbed up and then crashed down.
Yeah,
kind
because
of
I
a
was
situation.
high.
Were you
all
doing
the time.
videos or anything?
I only did a few videos back in 2000 to 2001.
Oh, that was how
around
you
that
started,
time.
right? You did a couple of hip hop
I
videos.
did a couple of videos, some R&B, some hip hop, and just Hype Williams kind of brought me into that. But I was just partying a lot and doing videos somewhat. I maybe only did 6 or 7 that year, and then I never did them again. I was really just hanging out a lot, and doing a lot of drugs. So next thing you know, like, I can't pay rent, I can't do this, I can't, because I'm just high. I'm just living in an abandoned, like, shell of an apartment, high all the time, and literally, like, coming in, shit, shower, change, pack a bag, leave out.
How do you look at this point? Are you looking bad? Or are you still looking?
No, I
real
look great.
good?
Look
You
fucking
good.
amazing.
Okay,
It just
great.
doesn't matter. But because you're young, when you're young,
Right.
you can do shit tons of coke
Yeah.
and look
Right.
amazing. But I was just high all the time, so I lost everything, and I was living in my car. I lived in my car for
My
over
thing is
9
I
months.
look kind of shitty all the time,
Right.
so I can do drugs and I still
No
look
one
kinda
will
shitty.
know.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So I lived in my car with my kid for like 9 months, and that's when I realized, like, this shit right here is not fucking working. Whatever the fuck I'm doing is not fucking working. So I got my shit together, and that's what prompted, the first book.
How did you get your shit together?
I got a really big check.
Did you realize from what? From writing the book?
No, from a movie that I did with Vin Diesel called A Man Apart. I did that movie back in 2000. It didn't.
You acted in it?
Yeah. It was with Vin Diesel, Lorenz Tate. I played Lorenz Tate's wife. Blah blah blah. It was in the can for 2 years or something, and all of a sudden, they just sent a giant fucking check. Like, well, it was giant at the time.
Right.
It was
Tell
like
me.
$60,000 or something.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
that's nothing
Yeah.
to me.
But to me, it was giant. But
That's giant. That's a
okay.
lot of money.
Well, I was able to move and get my life together.
Look,
and then
guys, let me bring you back to reality. That's like 3 years of income for like most of the people listening to this podcast right now.
yeah, in LA, it's like 6 months worth of living.
Yeah.
You're unrelatable. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean,
really-
after manicures and massages
And
I mean,
Sultan, you got Sultan fees.
That's
you know.
my
at
that's
least-
my
at
manicure
least a
budget right
year
there.
of
but
Yeah, you
living.
got long distance calls to
Who can live-
Bahrain.
I
there's a
put-
lot.
Who
I-
can live in this town for under $100,000 a
That's
year?
my,
Do you guys
that's
do
my
that?
pampering budget right there. That's
Look.
a pampering. That's Neal time right there.
That's that old
No,
Neal
how?
time.
I have a
Jeez.
kid too, so it's a little
Yeah.
different. $60,000 for me is not going to last very long. But at the time, when you need to move and get your shit together, it's like, oh my god, this is amazing. So that's how I got my shit together, and then
How did you get the movie?
Oh, I met
Look
the
at that face, motherfucker.
Yeah, I met the director.
Right, but did you read for it?
Yeah, I read for it.
Okay.
But I met him at the poolside at one of the hotel, like the Standard or something.
Right.
And he's like, oh my God. And I thought I was going to get raped, like in one of those Lifetime movies. Like some creepy director guy said I'd be great for this part.
Been there.
Meet me at this weird fucking location on Beverly Boulevard. And then I walk in, like literally thinking I'm about to get fucking, like I've seen Lifetime movies.
You had a rape whistle in your mouth, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
As you walked into the audition.
I'm walking in. But I realized it ended up being F. Gary Gray. It was a Vin Diesel movie. It was a real thing. I got the role wasn't in there. They wrote the role for me, and I was able to play it.
I have a story about this is a rough story. I probably shouldn't tell, but I once bumped into this woman on the street, and I would say she was not super attractive, but here's the point. I started texting with her. I got her phone number. I started texting with her, and she was like, "If you come to my house, I will suck your dick." I was like, okay, I want that very much. And I was in Orange County doing a show.
More than anything in the world.
I was in Orange County doing a show, and she was like, come to my house. Here's the address. It's in Compton.
No.
And I was like.
She's a black girl?
No, she was like a Mexican girl. And at this point, I'm real, like, almost insane level horny. You know what I mean? Because she's texting, like, I'll just suck your dick. Or, you know. And I was like kind of insane. And so I'm driving into Compton. I get off the freeway because I'm coming back from Orange County. And I'm looking around, and I'm going, this is bad. I shouldn't. It's like real bad, Compton too. Yeah. And she keeps texting me a direction. I'm like, I'm here. I can't find it. She's like, well, you just pull down this alley. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to get murdered. Like there's going to be all of her friends are going to run out of the house.
Where did you meet her?
I don't want to say.
Okay.
But this is years ago, and she. And I'm like, I'm going to get straight murdered.
I'm waiting for the part where he gets murdered.
I'm like, I'm going to get murdered. I know this.
I'm still hoping you get murdered.
But what's crazy is I'm getting murdered. I keep driving towards the...
Yeah, of course.
Dick.
My dick is
like... Because you're in a dick fever.
I'm in a dick fever. That is the right way to describe it. And I just keep driving. And I'm literally down a back alley. It's like the perfect place to rob, rape, and murder a little white boy in Compton. It's like white boy murder alley. It's like what it's
That's
called.
What it's called, yeah.
And I pull in. I mean, it's like in the middle of nowhere. There's fields. I mean, it's just horrible. What? It's like where a dude got shot in Boys in the Hood.
Yeah. Ricky.
And then she came out and sucked my dick. I mean,
did she really?
She did. I mean,
what a great ending.
I mean, it happened.
You should write
sometime,
this book.
which is, guys, the moral story is sometimes you will get your dick sucked.
The moral story is sometimes there's only one set of footprints in the sand.
Yep.
And those are the times I was sucking your dick.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit was scary. My heart was pounding, and then she just walked out, got in the car, and we smoked a couple clove cigarettes. She gave me a
Will you tell me where you met her? That's the most intriguing
What's her
part.
name? What's her number? Like,
I can tell you that I met her, that she was a...
Oh, no.
She was a parking lot attendant.
Okay.
Like a valet attendant at a business in Los Angeles.
Okay. And she just sucked it and then got out. Like you smoked.
How did you spit game to a parking lot attendant?
She had clove cigarettes, and at the time I was a big fan of clove cigarettes, and I asked her for one, and then I just started kind of hollering at her. I mean,
hollering.
Yeah, that's about right.
But
okay.
It was intense. This was intense.
This made me
There's
uncomfortable.
been a few lows in my life.
Was it a good blowjob? Was it good?
Obviously, in that environment.
I mean, not obviously.
When there's murder, there's sort of Damocles hanging above your head.
Anything
it's gonna
is
be
good. Yeah.
Did you hurry up and come though? Because it's like I could still get
I gotta
murdered.
get out of here.
Well, what was really funny is
did you peel out when you fucking took off?
What was really funny is I remember she was like, "Aren't you gonna kiss me?" And
Did she swallow?
I don't remember. Yeah, she must have.
Okay.
But basically, I was like, I'm not the pimp that you are. She's like, aren't you gonna kiss me? And I was like, oh, definitely. I'd love to kiss you. So I don't know, man.
This is bad. You just fucked up the whole story.
Of course it's bad. What do you think it was gonna be glamorous?
It was all good. Yes, it was very glamorous
you
up
were
until the
uncomfortable.
kiss.
You said it was 90 seconds ago. You were uncomfortable.
It was all good until the kiss.
This is
the
why.
kiss ruined it for
but
me.
I don't.
Why
that's
I'm grateful to be in a committed
that's
relationship.
Always a tough thing to negotiate. Is like
in the alley in
you
Compton.
got your dick sucked. How soon later can you kiss
no,
your
right
girlfriend?
away.
No,
you
this
kiss
was
right
before.
away.
This
We
was
swap
before.
cum. It's
This
amazing.
was before. What I'm saying is it was an
Oh.
she felt bad. Probably she got my car. She wanted to be like. So she was like, make out with me. So I did. I don't know, man. Guys, listen.
I'm judging you.
You
Right
should
now.
be judging me. Why would you
fuck.
not be judging me?
I feel a little sick.
So to hear a blowjob story like that really took it out of Karrine. Now,
It did.
did you? All right. So then you were like, fuck it. So you got $60,000 for the movie, and you were like, so did you stop doing drugs, or you were just like, I
was done. Like by that time, I was living in my car for 9 months. I was done because I realized that the life I was living wasn't very lucrative.
It's hard to get drug dealers to come to your car too.
It's so hard.
With your son in it?
Yeah, with your son.
Yeah.
This is
it's
my
actually
son.
not. Let's stop acting as
Yeah.
if
No,
drug
you're
dealers
right.
are so fucking
Yeah,
like,
you're
oh
right.
no, I'm not going
You're
to.
right.
You got to get your shit together, lady.
At that point, the drug dealer said.
Hey, can I talk to you?
At that point,
Can I talk to you in the back seat for a second?
at that point, I was just kind of sick of everything. And that's when things turned around for me. And I knew I had to do something. It took me another couple of years to figure out what that was. And I knew that it was a book I'd always written. I wrote a book. I had diaries and pictures and all these things. And I just thought the only thing I have left, the only fucking thing I have left is all these memories and all this shit of this amazing time I fucking had. I mean, the whole time was like college, but super adult. Like all the things that college kids
right.
do,
Yeah,
you know
I
what I
know what you're
mean?
saying.
But
Right.
we did it on a grander scale because
Right.
we're adults and all my friends are fucking
And they're rich, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what my friend Jacob Siroff always says. Like, it's a little bit analogous. It's like all the years that we spent in comedy clubs. Like, I spent my 20s basically in comedy clubs. All my friends went to grad school and stuff or whatever. And he's like, this was grad school for
Yeah.
us. It just wasn't official. It was like, that's what we did. We got a master's degree in comedy, in stand-up comedy. And then, so it's the same thing. You got a master's degree in them streets.
In them streets.
And did you have so in the book, you talk about relationships with 10, 12, 15 guys. Like,
No, it's
or
not
what?
that
I
many.
don't know. I didn't read it. But
Well,
what I'm
half
saying,
of the book has nothing to do with anybody else but just my family and my bringing up. And the other
Got it.
half is when I
That
get
cunt
to
mother,
LA,
I guess.
yeah, the cunty bitch that raised me. And then the other half is, okay, and then you take this broken fucking kid, you know what I mean, who's gorgeous, by the way, dumb as a box of fucking rocks.
Who, you talking about you?
Yeah, naive as fuck still.
Sure. So could I have smashed at that time?
Were you rich at that time?
No, I look like me. I'm just me.
No.
I'm talking about, damn, 60 grand in a check?
No.
Nothing?
You couldn't have smashed.
Even if I drove to Compton?
No. I wouldn't have been to Compton, but whatever.
whatever.
But having all this fun and taking the private jets and I had all this, I had done all this shit, but it was on someone else's money. So then I realized, like, oh shit, like I don't have any. This is not my money. This is like I'm the
Right.
brokest motherfucker at P Diddy's party, New Year's Eve, Miami. I'm broke as shit.
Yeah.
All my friends are rich as fuck. I'm here too, though.
Right.
I'm here. I'm having just as much fun as all you fuckers, but I'm living in my car at the time. I'm still living in my car back in LA. I just happen to be in Miami having a good fucking
So
time.
you would go take a private jet back to LA, get a car. They would order your car to your car.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
oh, this will do, Garcon.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I've left my car here. Also, I live here. But fuck, don't worry
My
about
son's
that.
been
about
in
that.
there for 2
Yeah,
weeks.
yeah.
Hi, son.
Yeah, he's like that's the ironic bullshit that
That's
was going
interesting.
on. So when I got when it all hit me, it was around 2002. When it all hit me, I was like, I'm done with it. No, it was like 2001. I was like, I'm all done with this shit. So after that, I came up with my mastermind, like Pinky and the Brain plan to fucking take over the world with this amazing book.
And then what? You just went out, got a book deal.
Well, actually,
thumbs
the
up?
book deal came to me. HarperCollins sent me an email wanting me to write a book for them. I didn't have to shop my book. They
Good for
came
you.
to me. Yeah.
That's
So-
Judith Regan?
Huh? No, it was
Come on. No.
God, who was it? Was it Amistad? Yeah, the slave ship. We talked about that. The fucking slave ship came to get me.
Is that what we said?
Fucking Amistad, dude.
And
Jump
the
aboard.
videos
Yeah.
you worked on, what was your big video? Because that was interesting. You were talking about that.
Oh, yeah, that was one of my first videos back in like 2000, which was Danger by
Watch
Mystical.
Yourself.
Yeah, and that was the one where
Show 'em
I wore
what
the
you're working with.
pasties. And and so when I
Oh, right.
Right. So when I walked in, I was like super late. This is like my fourth or fifth video, and I knew everyone I was doing videos for already.
Right.
So I just felt like I don't have to fucking show up on time. Like I know Mystical. I can just show up whenever the fuck I want to. And so I show up super duper late, of course, as I always did, and all the girls are clamoring
Which on
for
a music
outfits.
video is really saying something.
On
Show
a
up late for
hip-hop
music- on a
music
hip-hop
video.
music video.
Yeah, like I'm
You're
the
late.
last person
Bananas.
there.
Yeah, that's
It's
really something.
unbelievable.
Yeah, so the audacity. So I walk in, the girls are all in the trailer like trying to figure out what the fuck to wear, and they're all picking shit, and the dress designer, the wardrobe bitch is like, hey, trying to give bitches like pasties and shit, and everyone's like, no, I'm not gonna wear those pasties. I'm Catherine the Fourth on a music. Like, get the fuck out of here! Like, you're in a music video, put on the fucking pasties, like, bitch, or go be a doctor somewhere, like,
Yeah.
But everyone was too good for the pasties on a video shoot, which I thought was very fucking ironic.
Yeah.
Bitch, we're in the middle of the desert, way past Palmdale. It's freezing fucking cold out here. We're all getting paid. Well, I'm getting paid $2,500 to be here. I don't know what the fuck you bitches are getting paid. But we're not doctors. Like, we're video girls. No one did it. And so I said, you know.
You're a head doctor, though, correct?
No. Remember?
Folks.
Trash.
Folks.
Yeah.
So I say, I'll wear the pasties. You know, I am Spartacus. Okay, so I put on the fucking pasties, a pair of ostrich thongs, you know, cowhide chaps, you know, and some ostrich skin fucking boots, and I go do this goddamn video. And and it was and I planned it all to a T because I thought, I didn't realize that this would happen, but when it came out, they blurred my chest. So the audience thought I was naked. Which made people say, who the fuck is that bitch?
Yeah, that's
and it got me so much more work for so much more money, and it just put me more in the spotlight, you know, for that.
Those dumb bitches didn't wear no ostrich.
They should have worn it. And then Matt Pinfield, when Matt Pinfield was working for MTV was out there doing a special on video girls and, like, what's the next step. And I told him during the video as he interviewed me, and the girl who was singing on that song, Nivea, who is now Wayne's baby mama, number 3 or 4, I can't remember. She was pissed off because no one was interviewing her. They were interviewing me because I had the fucking pasties on. Bitch should have wore pasties is all I'm saying.
But she did eventually cop that baby.
Well, if you think having a baby with somebody is a fucking achievement.
Have you ever met a rapper that doesn't have a daughter? Does that exist in the world today?
A daughter?
Yeah, they all have. I feel like they all have
Yeah, a lot
daughters
of
that
them
they're
A lot of
giving
them have
shout outs
daughters,
to.
yeah.
Oh, you know that good-looking women more often have daughters?
Is that
you know
true?
That? Yeah, statistically.
Really?
30% more, yeah.
That's
Isn't
weird.
that fucking crazy? It's like literally like human beings' way of like keeping good-looking people around.
Wow.
Yeah, 30% more.
You know, I heard
Google
an interesting statistic about women recently, which is that women are some 30% or something more likely to cheat when they are ovulating.
Oh yeah,
Well,
ovulating.
yeah, because you're horny as fuck.
Ovulation
Fascinating,
stats are the
It
best.
almost makes cheating seem
when you were-
Natural.
natural.
Yeah, it is
weird.
quite natural.
There's a new book about female sexuality that's supposed to be the bomb. Like I tweeted about it, but it's like basically just saying that women are just as sexual as men. Oh, this is the great. In the book, they tested women. They used to test like whether women got turned on or not by how moist their vaginas got. Correct?
They used to do that test, that
yeah.
moisture test.
Yeah, literally.
Okay.
They would put electrodes or whatever, not electrodes, but
Electro
whatever.
Q-tip.
And then they changed the test to if blood rushes to the vagina.
Mhm.
Correct? So it used to be women would just get moist
The
from
blood
watching
just rushed to
straight
the vagina.
sex. Now, with the blood test, women are turned on by straight sex, men on men fucking, women on women fucking, and gorillas fucking.
Interesting.
So women are
can we
more,
discuss our
whereas
favorite-
men are just turned on by straight.
Can we discuss our favorite kinds of porn?
Yes.
Since you opened up this door
Yep.
so eloquently?
Before,
Yep.
I don't understand anything
You like
just said, Neal.
kink.com.
No. My favorite kind of porn is
Podcast porn?
Please. Fuck. I love gangbang porn.
Yep.
Interesting.
One girl, like 20,000 people.
Yep.
It has to be like gangbang.
That's
cream
a
pie.
sexual assault
It has to
thing.
be gangbang cream pie porn.
You don't know what the problem with the gangbang porn is? Is
What?
that the girl that's doing it is most often on such a low level of porn that she's not that cute.
However, I
Sasha
like,
Gray's done some gangbang.
But let's take it one step further. I like real life cream pie gangbang porn.
Like a
Like-
housewife.
Yeah, like a housewife and like her weird husband and all his friends in Florida somewhere. Like real shit. Like
But you believe you would tie that to your own sexual experience, correct?
No, I've never been involved in anything.
No.
like
But
that.
but the assault was group.
Just one person. That wasn't
Okay.
a group.
Okay.
So, okay, what do you got? What are your...
I mean, I've gotten more into stuff like that. It's all.
Wait, I have other
Yeah,
well,
favorites.
we're gonna come back to
Who
it.
Oh,
cares
okay.
what I
No,
want?
we're gonna-
No,
we're gonna-
I don't care. Who cares what I like? People
we
don't
do.
want to know what I want.
Yeah,
Talk
right.
about
You
the
just
hot
don't
girl.
wanna say it.
What
Go
does the
ahead.
hot girl like? I'm way more interested in what a girl's into porn-wise than a guy.
So, so that gangbang, porn. And then I'm really into
Cream pie is so goofy because it's just like, yeah, you finish
Unless it's like
inside.
50 guys.
You know what's hilarious
Right.
about cream pie?
Then
Then
it's
it's actually a
disgusting
pie.
and gross and like.
Yeah.
There's this
disgusting
amazing,
and sloshing.
there's this amazing letter online.
Oh, and cuckold. I'm into cuckold.
I bet you
Yeah, I
are.
bet you are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're into
We've heard your
cuckold,
stories,
not
yeah.
porn. Actually, cuckolding men. What? Do you know who Rodney Moore is?
No.
He's a porn guy, a producer, very ugly. But
How do you know this?
Because I watch a lot
He's
of
in the game.
pornography.
He's deep in the
You
game.
read the
But,
credits and shit?
No, because it's like he does a series. Anyway, the point is, right when there was like those HIV scares in the porn community,
Yeah, like
Rodney
every day.
Moore wrote this like impassioned open letter that was like, it was so funny about how anal cream pies were like the scourge of the porn community, and he was like literally like all caps, no more anal cream pies. We must stamp out the problem of anal cream pies. And it's like just so sincere and ridiculous.
What do you make of like that?
Oh, I like tranny porn too. When it's like a girl, a guy, and like a tranny.
Interesting.
Would
and-
you
and the
ever
guy
fuck
both.
a tranny?
No.
Have
I just
you
love
ever-
seeing men being dominated by
Do
a
you
man
finish to
who
that?
looks
Can
like-
you have orgasms?
No,
to
I just
that?
like to watch.
Have you ever jerked off to tranny pornography?
I have not.
Have you ever jerked off to gay pornography?
No.
Would you say if you had?
Yeah, I just haven't. I clicked on gay porn once, and it was a guy blowing another guy, and the guy had a baseball hat on, and I was
It's
just like,
just not,
come on,
yeah.
man.
Here's a question that has gone around my circle of friends before, because I have jerked off to everything,
Mm-hmm.
including gay porn, including tranny porn, everything, except child porn.
Which you didn't
is-
jerk off to.
Is
Yeah,
watched.
just appreciate it. Yeah.
I downloaded, I sold on the black market. Is it what's gayer, making out with a guy, kissing, or jerking off to gay porn?
I would think making out with
I
a
think
guy.
making out with a guy.
That's what I think too.
Yeah.
It was a big debate amongst
Yeah.
the people. Okay, but anyway, what else do you like?
That was it. That was just my gangbang porn, my tranny porn.
But you would
and-
never do a gangbang.
No.
What if they were
I wouldn't
all
even
hot?
do two. I wouldn't even do two men. Just
What if
I
everyone
love-
was Lil Wayne?
Oh.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Aha!
Yeah.
Yeah. That's different.
Karrine and Lil Wayne's.
Yeah, that's interesting. Do you... Yeah, all right, that's interesting where girls have fantasies that they wouldn't do. Whereas I feel
Sure.
like guys have fantasies that they would do.
That's interesting.
You know what I mean? Although I think it is... I would never be in a gangbang. But
you
it's I
fantasize
enjoy
about it.
watching
Even
it.
if you were first.
Yeah, just because we actually did a sketch on Schumer's show that I directed, and it was just how gross the guys are.
Right.
Just a bunch of dudes, and they're just fucking fat.
Well,
and
you
fucking
can't just be
sunglasses.
a dude. You also have to be a dude that's so down to fuck that you're willing to have your shit.
videotaped and
and- yeah.
be in the line. Yeah.
I promise, if I was in a porn, I just probably wouldn't be able to get it up. The pressure would be so fucking
Really?
intense.
I always
That's
feel like in
interesting.
gangbang porn, like it's it's more degrading to the men because you have to stick. If it's cream pie gangbang porn, because you have to
No more anal cream pies. by
no,
the way.
because you have to stick your dick in a cummy pussy with all this other cum,
intense.
and it's like, what kind of man? Like you're, you know.
Agreed.
What
That's
kind of man?
Lil Wayne would never do that.
It's
I
good.
don't
What kind of
know.
man? I think the kind of man that you marry, I think, is actually the answer to that.
We gotta go.
Oh, yeah, we do. Wait, quickly, you have a graphic novel coming out.
I do. So I have a comic series starting in August. And then that'll lead to a graphic novel later on next year called Vixen Santangelo. The first comic book is called The Night Before.
And how can we find all of our Karrine Steffans related materials?
Everything, Karrine.com, Karrine.com.
Hey, this episode was even better than the first. The first one was good. Thank you so much for coming back.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate you.
Bang. Thanks, babe.
Are you guys going to blow me on the way out or what?
Yeah.
take
You
it.
can cuckold the both of us.
Now you're fucking with the champs.
Hey. Both times I just fucking pussy up. That's my cool. I need to do fuck out of here, y'all little internet ass bitches. Like, I really do this. Like, niggas is in Tokyo right now. Like, come on, y'all bitches still on the MySpace on YouTube trying to get y'all this video views up to 1 million. Like, come on, y'all bitches not fucking with me. Like, what kind of money is y'all bitches really even getting for shows? Like, is y'all bitches even doing shows? Like, come on, like. Dude, like, come on, y'all bitches is out here trying to, like, fuck these little rap niggas and fuck these little basketball players and shit. Like, I'm getting this money for real, for real, for real, for real, for real. Come on now.